Oh, there it is.
I clicked on the wrong thing. So
What is that?
I think it's an ad for a book.
Oh,
I clicked on the wrong thing.
okay. Hello, everyone, and welcome. It's Thursday, so Brian here, and of course, I'm joined with my co-host.
As you can see right behind me, it's Daniel Payton.
That's right, Daniel Payton. There's no mistaking that is not Daniel Payton. That is not an imposter. So, yeah, I like that banner. I really do.
Yeah, I actually was getting my banners made from Vistaprint, and this one I wanted to do a broad banner, but I couldn't seem to design it myself. So I paid Vistaprint guy to do it, and I just said it needs to be fantasy with dragons and sci-fi, and he sent me this picture back. I'm like, hey, that's perfect. So
Yeah.
that's what I got.
Well worth it. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like you designed it yourself, actually. So I would have never have known. That's pretty cool. So I was thinking of getting some banners for myself for behind me. Maybe like a winter, or not a winter. Well, yeah, winter wizard one. I think I need, and I need a Earth's Last Starship one.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I work for Staples, so it can't be that difficult to order a banner. So
Nope.
I want the standing up ones like you have, like the thin.
Yeah, this is a broad one. It's actually
Yeah.
It's got clips and Velcro and stuff I can put on tables and all. It's really nice.
Yeah.
Hello, John Clark, Ashley. Glad to see you're on the show.
Welcome, my sister Ashley and John Clark. What's up, John? What's up? People are slowly coming on. Valerie, my Aunt Val, hello.
Hello, Valerie.
Yep. More and more people are showing up. So yeah, okay, so no guest, but we still have many other things to talk about. So what would you like to talk about first of our many topics that we talked about before the show?
Well, I want to say again, if anybody's kind of curious, I'm here and not in Indianapolis this weekend. I was supposed to be at the Destination Sci-Fi Comic-Con. That's the name of it, in Indianapolis this weekend, but they had to cancel and they're moving it. So I'm up in the air. I have no idea when they're gonna move it to. I can't give you that, but I'm obviously not there this weekend. So my next Comic-Con that I know is happening is here in Michigan. It's the Motor City Comic Con at the show place in Suburban Show Place in Novi, Michigan, which is like 5 minutes from where I live right now. So it's like just down the road, which I love that.
Right.
So I start with some bad news, but not there. But the good news is that means I'm here.
That is right. Yeah. Hello to my grandmother. Hello to my other aunt as well. Boy, everyone's trickling in. So yeah. Well, I mean, you're here, so
it's all good.
So you'll be able to go whenever they kind of let you know, hey, it's back on.
All the people who didn't back out, the problem they had was that a lot of the celebrities had to back out, and these Comic Cons are based on celebrity draw. Some Comic Cons are based solely on merchandise. They're comic book conventions, and that's a big mainstay.
Yeah.
Some of them are based on gaming. You have conventions where they hold like the national or regional tournaments for Magic the Gathering and Fortnite and stuff like that. They hold them at these places. And so that's the focal point of the Comic-Con. And then the vendors and books and a few celebrities are kind of the superfluous stuff. But these are all based on celebrities. The celebrities backing out means we can't come. And with one of them, I know they had some issues with the celebrities that were bigger names that were going to come to this one from Britain. They had a whole bunch of them that were from like Doctor Who, Game of Thrones, all these British actors. Well, they couldn't get here because of the weather. We've had several major hurricanes and tropical storms in the ocean there, and it's been causing plane problems. And so they were like, we can't guarantee we'll be there. So it was having to cancel those. I thought it was all because of COVID. No, it was actually weather was one of the aspects that was causing problems. It's a bad, September is difficult for travel, and when you're doing international travel, because weather in the oceans can be pretty hectic right now.
Right. Absolutely. We've been having some strange weather. So yeah. Wendy Wilson Spooner. Hello, Wendy. It's been a while. How are you? Nice to see you. So yeah. So we're trying something different. I have never had this type of guest on the show before, so a different genre for me, anyways. I don't know how everyone else feels, but I'm pretty sure everyone likes some suspense, mystery, and of course horror. So we're trying to get some horror authors on for probably as soon as possible and through October. So, and we're still trying to figure out what to do for Halloween show. So this will be our first Halloween show.
Well, for Halloween, sorry, I'm being stubborn here. For Halloween, I will definitely dress as a wizard. And even if you look, it's the Winter Wizard because I've got a snowflake. Whoops, wrong direction. Snowflake on there.
Where's the snowflake? Is that what's up top?
Right. It's hard to see it because it's a little pin I've got on there right now.
Oh yeah.
I got that. I bought this. I went to my first Renaissance festival. Surprise, surprise! My very first one here in Michigan, and they have all kinds of cosplay sellers. And I found this. I love this hat, but every time I wear it, people are like, "Oh, you're Gandalf." I'm like, no, it's Winter Wizard. So to be the Winter Wizard, I'm going to take this and I'm going to add. Either I'm going to embroider onto it, or I'm going to get some more pins and do snowflakes all over it.
Oh, interesting. I like the sounds of that. So, which we have news about the Winter Wizard. So Wendy says, "How about paranormal?" Of course, we're going to be having paranormal on. I mean, that's just it goes hand in hand.
Absolutely.
Wendy. So she knows an author, Debbie.
Rasmussen. Oh, okay.
All right. Well, I'm glad you said it because I probably would have destroyed that name, Wendy. I apologize.
I'm giving a shot there. I think it's Debbie Eiler Rasmussen.
Rasmussen. Yeah. I would love to talk with her.
Wendy, have her contact us. Contact the show page. Just drop a line and say you'd like to be a guest on here, and we'll look up her books, check her out, and most likely say yes. And we'll have her on here to talk about what she does. So,
yep. Wendy Wilson Spooner has been on this show, or has talked to me, anyways, twice. I believe, twice. So yeah, it's always good to see people returning and checking in. So yeah, my other sister is here, Kayla. What's up from Oklahoma?
Yes, Oklahoma. September in Oklahoma usually is not as mild as I was outside getting cold here right before the show. Oklahoma, that doesn't happen this time of year. Down there, it's dog days of summer and it's hot.
She keeps telling me that it's very warm down there, like in the 90s or something. So, and right now for me, it's only 60. I want to say 63. Is that what it says? 63? Yeah, 63.
67. So we're right together there.
Yeah, it's cool weather. It's nice weather. So yeah. So so if anyone else has any ideas or anything about Halloween or what we should do, which it's probably not going to be during, you said, the week of Halloween, right?
Yeah.
That Thursday. So there will be no show, just to let everybody know that. So what we'll do instead is we'll have it beforehand, the week before Halloween. But I'm pretty sure we can figure something out. So if anyone has any ideas, shout them out. Yeah. I just don't know if I want to dress up this year or not.
I dress up all the time. So.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you're used to it. Yeah. John Clark says it is 92 in Denver. So he is in Denver, Colorado. Is that where John is?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know where most of the people, because I'm pretty sure John is part of the online game, right?
John isn't online, but I met him through Heroes Rising. So yes, he's part of the game. So yeah, I don't actually. I know offhand a few people in the game that they're good friends of mine. One's in the Philippines. One's in Australia. Philippines. One's in Australia. One lives here in Michigan. I found out after I got to know him, he lives literally just an hour north of me. And I knew John is in Denver, but honestly, I couldn't pinpoint most of them because they're all over the world. Oh, yes, I do know one who lives in England. He lives in Oxford, England, because he became a big fan of my books. And every time a new book comes out, he's wanting me to send him copies that are signed from here all over there, which is an interesting experience, actually, to do all that.
It is. That would be Jim.
Yes, Jim Sadler.
Yes, who has watched the show. Although I have missed him, but he's a different time zone, so usually,
yes.
so it's crazy over there. Yeah. Well, that's pretty cool. So, she says it's 88 degrees right now in Oklahoma.
Yep.
So, do I have anybody else, anywhere else in the country? It's pretty cool to find out where people are. I know where most people are. My sister is in Oklahoma, so now we have John in Denver. My sister Ashley is here with me. I got my aunt and grandmother in Connecticut. Wendy, I can't remember where Wendy was. She was somewheres. But yeah. But anyways, so how was the Renaissance Fair?
It was different than I expected. I've always thought Renaissance festivals were just pop up location. They would build tents and do stuff at a location like a fairground, and then take it down and go somewhere else. This is an established park, a place with buildings and stages and stuff where they're there every year. And this company has, if I'm not mistaken, 5 locations in the country. They have them in Colorado. They have one in Texas. They have one here in Michigan, Wisconsin, and I think Florida, but I'm not sure. And it was very different. You go in, and of course, everybody is in. The workers are all in costume and they're in character, and you have a lot of people there who are in costume. My first experience, I went about 3 weeks ago, right when they first opened for the season, and my friend, who's a big fan of it, made sure I got to go. He wanted me to be there. We get there, and we were having unseasonably hot and humid weather. And so I go there, and I didn't dress in costume because I already knew it was going to be warm. We get there, it's 89 degrees with 93% humidity. The air was as thick as soup, and it was so hot. So I didn't actually really have that much fun that day because it was just so overwhelmingly hot. And so a few weeks down the road, it got much cooler, much nicer, and I dressed in costume, went as the Winter Wizard, and went in and to the Ren Fest and just had a blast. I got to meet the Queen. I got to watch some shows. I did some shopping. I mean, I had so much fun. So it was different than I expected because it was a lot bigger than I expected. The one thing that was surprising to me was that every place there, their buildings are built there, and they look like old shops from Renaissance. But each shop is owned by the shop owner, the person who's selling stuff. If I go to a convention, I'm renting space for a day or two. There for the full season, somebody, or actually they sign a contract for years that this one artisan who makes leather boots or they make wood carved pipes or whatever, they own that shop. And so they have to keep it up. They have to, decorate it. They have, it's their responsibility. And I thought that was actually pretty cool because it made each one of them very different. They were all in the same theme, but each one of them had some differences because of that. I liked that. And yes, that was a big thing. Everybody walked around with big turkey legs. I'm not a big turkey fan, so I didn't get one of those. But the big turkey legs. Now, they did have a company that comes in and does food at this, where you go and sit down and they serve a big meal. It was good. And so I do that. But turkey legs, everywhere. Turkey legs. And so that's where I got the hat from. I'm buying myself a very expensive pair of handmade, hand-cobbled leather shoes. And I tried them, and these shoes are lifetime guaranteed because they're made so flipping well. And I had a pair that were just my size that I liked, but I didn't like the colors and all that. So they said, well, they hand make these at their shop. So all I had to do is order one. So I'm going to have a pair that I made just for me. And they're really comfortable. They're really thematic. So I'm wearing my wizard outfit. They look perfect with it. and I can wear them every day. I mean, they're lifetime guarantee, and I can tell you why. They are so well made.
And this is a local company?
No, actually, the company is out of Savannah, Georgia, that
Oh.
makes them. This past weekend when I was there, they were running out of stock at this location because that one company out of Georgia, which hand makes all these shoes and boots, they were trying to keep up with 28 Renaissance fairs like this going across the country. So, and they're selling like crazy. So, which is great. I love to see people thrive. So, yay! But that meant I was kind of out of luck with what I wanted exactly. So, I'm having to do a special order on mine. But that's okay. I can be patient.
Right. Yeah. Well, that's fun. I've never been to one. So, and I think I lived near the one in Florida. I think there was one in Florida now that I think about it. So, I think so. Yeah. But I never went. Never went. But anyways, okay, so shifting back to books.
Mm-hmm.
Something is happening with the Winter Wizard.
Oh, yes, good news there.
Yeah.
Winter Wizard Chronicles. I have a friend. This is a self-published book. It's my only one currently out there that is self-published. And I wanted to do that just to have a difference. I loved it. But to do that, I have to be the one responsible for audiobook. And I have a friend who's wanting to get into more creative stuff like that. He's trying to start a company that does creative work like audiobook narration and advertising, stuff like that. And so he voluntarily offered to do the book as an audiobook. And he has the skills and equipment to do that. Well,
Right.
after a few months of him working on it, he finally sent me the final product. And it sounds great. So do you want to hear some of it?
Sure.
Okay, let's start here. This is the first chapter of the second book. There's 2 books in the Chronicles. This is the first chapter of the second book. Let's make sure we got volume. So,
Chapter 1, Fight and Flight.
Ooh.
An old airship flew fast toward a natural pass in a line of sharp, white-capped mountains. Inside this gap was a strange light barrier, which flickered as its surface rippled violently. The wooden sailing ship, with propellers where sails would be, lurched to one side and then the other, as its pilot dodged the incoming blasts of magical energy. A single shot of green fire hit the side and knocked it off course. "Richard, we're hit!" a cat yelled from where he perched on a ledge directly in front of the pilot's wheel. "Hold on to something!" Before anyone could heed that warning, Richard spun the wheel hard. The ship made a sliding, swift turn, sending the poor cat careening off the ledge across the floor. The black cat slammed up against the wall and then bitterly hollered, "Are you trying to kill me?" Richard steadied the ship and then began his evasive maneuvering again. "No, I'm trying to save our butts so we can get some help." The cat jumped up on his shoulder and then back to the ledge. He had to hold on tight while Richard jerked the ship around to avoid the incoming fire. Out the window, the cat could see a shadowy dragon coming right at them.
that's where we go. That is first chapter.
I could listen to that all night.
So that's G.G. Geist, a friend of mine I met here in Michigan. And I always told him he had a radio voice. He has a great voice, and he's applying that now. And so we're working on this. There was minor glitches in getting it from what he finished to what's going to go on Audible. And once he gets those worked out, it's going to be published. I don't have a date yet for the publication. We're tentatively saying towards the end of September, but I'm not going to put that yet because I've never done this before. It's my first audiobook I've personally published. So. But when it comes out, you will definitely know, and you want to pick it up and check it out. And he did a great job reading this, so I'm really looking forward to that.
It sounds it, yeah. I liked listening to it, so absolutely. What else do we have on here? Nobody yet.
Don't forget to say hi if you join in.
Yeah, say hello. Don't forget to like and share this video, share it with everyone. And if you're watching from YouTube, it doesn't tell me. But hello, YouTube, because we're live on YouTube as well. So,
Hello,
yeah.
YouTube.
I have a TikTok. Did I tell you that?
No, oh yeah, I think you mentioned that you had that. I don't think you used it, have you?
I made the TikTok. I made 3 videos. I didn't realize that I had so many views. I didn't know that the number of views is actually at the bottom of whatever you're looking at, whether it be a picture or a video. So my sister was telling me that I had so many, like 600 and 400 and whatever views, but I only have 12 followers. So I really didn't use it. So I guess now I have to. So I'm going to start making some videos on TikTok, I guess now. She wants me to. And then some sort of duet you can do where it's 2 people on the same screen or something. I don't know. Anyways. Oh, look who it is. Look who it is. It's Diane Pate.
Hello, Diane.
Diane Pate, what's up? Congrats, Dan, on the audio book.
Thank you. I'm looking forward to publishing that book.
Yeah. My sister Heather is here. And of course, someone that we were talking about earlier. Isn't that funny how that works?
Yeah.
Debbie just shows up.
Now I'm gonna say Debbie. We were a little fidgeting on your name. So is it Debbie Eiler Rasmussen? So hopefully she'll tell me if I'm saying that right or screwing it up.
She'll tell us. She'll tell us. Yes.
Awesome.
We'll see. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I can't wait for the audiobook to come out. So obviously, like Dan said, we'll let everybody know when that is due to come out, so everyone can buy it because I said so. Yeah. Kayla says you guys will kill it on TikTok, and Debbie says yes, you did say it correctly.
Yay.
I'm assuming that's what she means.
Well, Debbie, as we mentioned earlier, we are looking for people to come on and do what is it? Paranormal, horror, anything. We're getting into the spooky season, so we're looking for fun stuff like that. And you were recommended, which is great. So we're hoping you would like to join in and contact us privately on here the Brian Shepard Show page, and we can set up a time.
Which I have to say, I about that. So I want to change the name. I've been trying to. I've mentioned it to you. I put a post out there on Facebook, and if anybody had any suggestions about naming the show, I thought people would clamor all over that, but I guess not. I mean, here you have the chance to throw out a suggestion to name the show, and not one person has commented. Boo-hoo, right?
Yeah.
So I need to change it. So if anyone has any suggestions, let me know. Yeah, because now it's me and Dan. It's not just me. So yeah. But anyway, so let's see. Kayla Fallon, spooky season, here we come. Yeah, and it's new for me because as most people on here have watched me for what, I don't even know how many years now, Dan, because it just makes me old just thinking about how long I've been doing this for. So, and how many years I've known you as well goes right along with it. So I've never done horror. I've done the mystery, like maybe 1 or 2 authors for mystery, but paranormal, obviously we've had paranormal authors on here, but we've never done horror. That's not one thing, because I really don't watch horror movies. Do you watch horror movies?
I'm that's actually the opposite end of what I like to watch. So that's no.
No.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to having something new, but I feel a little underprepared already because it's not my genre and I'm not even close to it. Yeah. I personally don't care for it. So I'm hoping that the one main author I'm looking at that I know who is sort of well known within the horror genre, he does a lot of interviews. And so I'm going to tell him, you can do a lot of the talking because I don't ask stupid questions or make a fool of myself because it's just not what I normally do. But we do have people in here who like horror. I mean, Kayla says she watches horror, and it might draw in some new people. So I'm all for it. I just want to make sure that we get some people who are good at being on here because I don't want to sit around and be an idiot because I don't really know the genre that well.
Right. Yeah. I think it'll be interesting to. I don't want just authors though. I think I need aren't there horror fanatics out there that just know absolutely? I think I need an expert. We need an expert on the show to teach us about horror and just why it is so popular. I don't care for blood and guts. I really don't. But the strange thing is I don't like Freddy and Chucky and Jason and all these scary movies. I don't care for them all, but I like Aliens with Sigourney Weaver. Figure that one out. That one's scary, kind of.
Yeah, it's science fiction with the horror thriller aspect to it.
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it has that futuristic. I'm going to watch it, which I'm not saying that I haven't watched, Halloween and whatever, but I really don't care for them, so they scare me. So this will be different, absolutely. So try it. Let's see what happens. So maybe we'll only keep it for October time or something, But yeah, I do like a good mystery though.
Oh, Diane Pate says, "Hey, how about a guy named Robert Oakes? He's doing a ghost talk on September 26th that I'm attending." Why don't you, Diane? Why don't you give him our information and on the 26th, because then we might be able to find some time in October to have him come on and talk.
Absolutely.
So, personal contact's great. So if you could get him our information, that would be wonderful.
Word of mouth, I love it. It's the best advertising in the world.
Through all social media and everything else happening in this world, word of mouth is still the best.
That's right. Kayla says you should do impersonators like horror ones. Maybe some who do amazing horror effects and makeup. Okay.
Yeah, we're doing this. This is a lot of camera. That's not impossible, but it's finding these people. And unfortunately, we're kind of close to the season, so it's hard to get there. But I could throw some fishing lines and see what we come up with.
Yeah. I go ahead. I'm sorry.
I do want to mention, totally off topic here, but speaking of the season and timing, this month right now is the final month of my Kickstarter. And we are almost to the halfway mark in how much money we're trying to raise. So we really need to get that out there. And I already got back some of the initial sketches and panels for the Bark comic. That's mine. That's in the series that they're going to do. But we have to. I already put money into this for them to do the initial part, but they won't finish it, of course, without more funding. So I get some sketches, but I want to finish it. I want to see the comic put out there. So, that's that's my thing there. I will share the link with everybody. Here we go. Well,
I feel like I should. Don't we have that video still
of our interview?
No, of the Kickstarter campaign or whatever you.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I think I still have that. Or you can pop it on there, right? And share it.
I have to see if I have it on the right one. I have two different computers. I use a computer specifically for this because it's actually older, but it's a nice big screen and all. So I have two different computers where that is. So you might have, if you have it, that'd be great.
I will try to find it. In the meantime, Kayla is wants the link. Oh, link, please, Dan. Link, please.
Give me a second here, and I will. Yeah. One moment, everybody. We're in the middle of technical things.
Do you have a
So
ceiling
what is
fan?
everybody planning for Halloween?
Oh,
It's not that far away when you really think about it.
I'm probably going to be working, so it's nothing special for me. So yeah.
Wait a second. Sorry, my sound just died because I changed pages. There we go. I think I can hear everybody now. Okay, so I got the link put in.
Okay.
That's this link to Kickstarter. So if you have the video, you can play that. Did you find it?
Share video file.
I always have about 6 million video files.
Oh, here it is right here. Let's see. There we go. There you go. Yeah. Whoop, whoop. So there's the link.
Watch those heroes. All of them are from 4 different comic books, 4 different book series.
Yeah.
So they're not all in each comic. They're divided up like Bark, Spark, and Snow. They're all from the Bark universe. And Metatron actually is standalone. Thief and Paladin, they're part of another one. So there's multiple comic books, and eventually we're going to kind of blend them together. We're going to have heroes, guest starring in other comics, and that's the plan. But right now we're trying to launch the whole thing. So the funding is the big problem, and that's where a lot of things land, is if you can fund it. So, but we're a little under halfway there, and we've got less than a month to go. So if you can help support it, please. If you don't feel like, if you want to, share it. Get out there and tell your friends about it. Especially anybody who likes comic books or superheroes, Marvel, DC type stuff. Get out there. That's where these land. Especially mine. They're more in the Marvel. They're a little fluffier, not quite as dark and gritty as some. So you like that kind of stuff? That's what I'm working on.
Right. Yeah. And the good thing with Kickstarter is there are different types of levels where you donate. You're actually, if it all works out and everything goes through, then you're getting stuff. There's some gifts that go along with that donation. So
there's bonuses. And this one has a really great one. And now there's a lot of bonuses all the way up the scale that are, you get books, comic books, signed things. But the higher level ones, you actually get, if you pay for them, you will get a cameo in one of the comic books.
Oh.
So we will actually go back. If anybody buys it, there's only so many available because we can't add a bunch of people in. But if you buy one of those and it succeeds, then we'll go back to the comic of your choice, go back to the script, do some editing in there, and we'll let you design a hero. So we'll sit down with you, and I'm not going to just make a hero and then slap your name on there. If you want a hero who's super fast and is a dwarf, all that, that's your hero. We'll give him a costume. We'll make a picture. We'll be in there. Kayla asked, do I have to sign up to donate? Yeah, you have to be part of Kickstarter. Of course, it's free to join Kickstarter, but you do have to sign up because Kickstarter keeps track of the funding. So you will put your information. Kickstarter you'll offer the funding. Go into there, and Kickstarter will watch it. If it succeeds, then the money gets taken out and we get the money for us to use for our Kickstarter. If it doesn't, Kickstarter doesn't charge you and you don't lose any money. So that's a big thing. If you want to support this, don't worry if it's going to fail. It will only succeed or you'll get your money back. Something like GoFundMe, what we thought about doing, doesn't have that. If you put money in, that money goes to me no matter how much or how little I get. If my goal is $10,000, but I get $1,000, I will still get that in GoFundMe. But that's kind of a problem because people take advantage of that. They don't succeed, so they just take the money and run. This, if you succeed, then you will get benefits. And if you pay for a benefit rank, such as getting free comics, getting books and stuff, if you pay for that and we succeed, Kickstarter will keep track of it for you and for us. They'll say, we put a date on there. Kickstarter will go to that date and say, did you do it? And if we don't, we get in trouble with them. So I like Kickstarter because they're on top of this so that people have to be a little more honest. You can't screw around with people so much. We wouldn't anyways. We'll be honest with it, but we want you to understand and have faith in it.
Right.
Wendy says, here's Debbie's email. Okay.
I'm writing it down. I am writing it down. Yes.
Valerie says, how about getting some ghost hunters on the show? We've had some. In fact, one of our regulars, Sylvia Schultz, is a ghost hunter. So, and you know that, Valerie.
Oh, yes. Everyone loves when Sylvia Schultz comes on. I hope to have her on again. That would be nice at some point. We usually do. I usually have her on. I mean, God, she's been coming on for
as long as I've been on here, I think.
I know. Yeah. I think I met her after you, or maybe around the same time, maybe almost.
It was around the same time because she came on not so long after I did, and so did Richard. And that's how they ended up in the book, in the Winter Wizard books, because we were doing that contest together. And so I threw them into the story. But yeah, so we all kind of joined at the same time. I just kind of stuck around harder because now I'm a guest host. I'm a co-host, not guest host, co-host.
Yes. I mean, Ghost Hunters. Yeah, we've had Ghost Hunters on previous before. I'm friends with a couple of them. There's a couple of groups that I'm part of on Facebook. Thank God for Facebook. I mean, there's a group for everything. So I'm pretty sure that there's a horror fanatics group on Facebook that I will probably find and see if somebody wants to come on or something about that. But definitely having Debbie here. We need to meet her and have her come on. Most definitely. Any friend of Wendy Wilson Spooner, I just love that name, is going to do very well. I just know that. So I will email her. So yeah. Paranormal or the Ghost Hunters, that's a given, but I'm pretty sure that I can find some more people. So yeah.
We need a pumpkin carver on here. They actually have professional pumpkin carvers.
Really? Ooh, that's something totally different. I've never even thought of that. See, now that it's video, it's so much, you can have a slew of people on your show. Now that I think about it.
If they have good video, then it's very clear. So which is fun. So yeah, that would be fun.
Wouldn't it be funny if if we actually got to watch a ghost hunter do a ghost hunt?
That'd be different. Yeah.
We would just put ourselves on mute and just listen to them. I think that would be pretty cool. All right. So anyways, I'm writing this stuff down because I'm getting old, so I sometimes forget. So I have Debbie, we have Ghost Hunters, Sylvia Schultz. So, and I'm pretty sure that you know people as well. So we're gearing up. We're gonna have some fun with this. So,
Kayla Fallon just said she pledged for the Kickstarter. Thank you, Kayla.
Oh, she pledged. Good job, Kayla. Yeah. What else are we supposed to do?
Did you want to do a contest or a game tonight? I'd love to give away a book.
Okay.
or two.
All right. So, what type of game would you like me to do? Because I know that you want to give away some books, and I know some people would like some books. And these are digital books, correct?
Yeah, e-books. I'm gonna give away some
Books.
Kindle
So,
e-books.
absolutely. So, if anyone has, even better, Amazon. If you have Amazon, a lot of people use the e-readers these days to read books.
Mm-hmm.
What would you be giving out?
Well, I was thinking Winter Wizard Chronicles. I've got that one. If people want a copy of that, and that's great for this time of year. Magic and witches, talking
Yeah.
cats. Perfect.
That is
Ghost. Sylvia is a big part of the book.
That's
So-
right. Sylvia Schultz is in that book. She is a ghost. Not to give too much away, but yeah. Okay. So I guess maybe some trivia. I'm trying to think because would you rather not isn't really gonna make people win something. So maybe some trivia questions or something. Like maybe a certain genre of
Okay.
questions.
I can ask some book questions to see if people get the answers.
Book questions. Okay.
Okay. Here's one for the horror fans, and I guarantee you, if you're a follower of Stephen King, you will know this answer in a pinch. First person to answer correctly will win a free copy of Winter Wizard Chronicles as an ebook.
Ooh.
What was, and it's two-part, I need both answers. What was Stephen King's first novel, and who encouraged him to publish it when he threw it away initially?
Oh, I don't even know the answer to that. No cheating either. Don't looking anything up.
Unfortunately, with the age of Google, it's kind of hard. Everybody's just
Yeah.
in my living room right now. I can ask my thermostat, my Google Home, 3 different phones, my remote control for the TV, and the refrigerator. Oh, they're all smart devices. All you have to do is say something, and they're answering questions.
Yeah, that's how it is here at my house. Absolutely.
That thermostat scared the crap out of me. I did not know it was an Alexa until it started talking to it. It answered a question the TV asked, and everybody in the room went, stupid thing was answering a question. And then my Google talks to my Alexa. It'll say something, then Google will answer that, then Alexa will answer that. Actually, no, Kayla, that is not correct. John Clark got it right. Carrie was the first book he wrote, and he threw it away. He trashed it. And his wife grabbed it out of the trash and told him to publish it. Had she not done that, Stephen King would have never published. So, first of all, don't underestimate the idea of encouragement for authors. We all need it. The second of all, don't give up so quickly. He gave up. And imagine the world without Stephen King. Now, I'm not a big Stephen King fan, but I do know the impact he's had on the literary world and on the horror world, the horror genre. So, yes, John Clark, you got the first one right. So, you know me. So, PM me your email address, and I will send you an e-copy of Winter Wizard Chronicles. So that's my question. So you can now ask a question.
Oh, I get to ask a question now? I wasn't prepared. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Ask a would you rather, and while they're answering that, think of a question.
Would you rather question? Okay, I got them right here. So I got my handy dandy stack of decks here. Pod decks. I've used these before, so some of these questions I really didn't care for, but oh my god, I don't even know. Okay, well, I'll ask this one, and I'm pretty sure you're going to answer this one. So, would you rather have your face printed on money or your own small town named in your honor?
Another one? I don't know.
Yeah.
The irony there is my family history is my mom's side is we're Henderson, and our family is traced back to the original Henrysons of Scotland, and all Hendersonvilles from the East Coast to the Mississippi were started by my family. So, yes, technically I have towns named after a family name, but I think money. I think it'd be fun to do money.
Money, money, money. Kayla says money. Money because it goes everywhere. Very nice. Next question.
Go for it. Oh,
Do you have a question?
you wanted me to do the trivia question?
Sure.
Do another.
Give 'em a-
Do another. Would you rather's and
Oh, okay. If I can find, some of these are not so appropriate sometimes. So, yeah. Eat peanut butter and jelly or grilled cheese sandwiches every day. Which one would you choose if you had to eat one every day? Peanut butter and jelly or grilled cheese?
eat peanut butter and jelly. I love peanut butter.
So, are you a grape jelly or are you strawberry, or do you have something else that you like to? Because I'm more of a strawberry. I don't like grape, but I love apple jelly.
I like on peanut butter sandwich. I like a good grape jelly,
Mm.
but also one of my favorite things is not peanut butter and jelly. It's peanut butter mixed with pancake syrup. You mix a little pancake syrup into it, you mix it up, and you spread it, and you put it on bread, and it tastes fantastic.
Yeah, I've never heard of that.
Most people haven't. I actually saw someone do a special dip out of peanut butter for a party favor thing. It was like a Food Network snazzy thing, and they mixed peanut butter and pancake syrup. And I was like, I've been doing that since I was a kid. And my father showed me that when I was little.
Pancake syrup. So you mean like any type of syrup that you would use for pancakes?
Well, not maple. I mean, I've never done it with maple, so I don't know, it might be good. But like Mrs. Butterworth, basic.
Oh, okay.
Like
Yeah. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. I like Mrs. Butterworth's.
You don't put too much. You want it to get slimy. You still want to be thick, so you don't put too much in there. But it really is very, very good.
Interesting.
So yes, I have another trivia question. And since I'm going to be a recent author, the new movie Dune is coming out this Christmas. No, they don't sponsor us. I'm really excited about this because I love the movies. I love the books. But Frank Herbert wrote the original Dune books and published them in the 60s. But he did not finish the Dune books before he died. Who finished the Dune series, the books, with the continuation and with the prequels, the House books? I think I hear clicking onto Google now. This is how fast can you Google?
Let's see who answers first. A lot of people are going to be answering.
Do you do the peanut butter and what is it, marshmallow cream?
Peeps.
No. It's
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. Oops, Meeps.
Yeah, no, I can't remember what it's called. I thought it was from New England. It's people talking about it. Yeah, it's marshmallow fluff and peanut butter.
Oh, fluff. Oh, a Fluffernutter. Yeah, Fluffernutter. I had one last night.
Yeah.
But I did not have peanut butter with it. I have been using, which is probably the worst thing in the world you can eat, but instead of peanut butter, I have been using the Biscoff
spread,
cookie spread.
Oh,
cookie butter.
Yeah.
Cookie butter. Oh, that's it. And especially with the strawberry jelly, it is the best in the entire world. That's the best sandwich.
That's like freebasing the stuff. I mean, when they've now ground it up, it's like you don't have to chew anymore. It's just,
Yeah.
Up in Petoskey, Michigan, I found that they had the Biscoff cookies as little round ones, and they were filled.
Yes.
I've never seen those before, and it got
wow, chocolate and vanilla, right?
No. It was the two cookies are hard Biscoff cookies, and the cream in the middle was just the spread.
Oh, yeah. I haven't had those yet. I
It
haven't. I can't find them.
it was more like texture than it was the flavor, because it
Yeah.
all tastes the same. It's the same
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
So it was like it was good, but it was like it would have been. I think it would have been better with chocolate or peanut butter in the middle, because then it'd be a flavor dynamic. So I was less impressed than I thought it would be. But a little fun anecdote from this weekend. Every Tuesday I hold a game night at my house, and I always do food. I'm Southern. You come to my house, you're gonna get fed.
Right.
And so I made pumpkin bread. I made 3 loaves of pumpkin bread, and I was going to make some cream cheese vanilla icing people could spread on the pumpkin bread, like a butter, but just icing. Now I knew I was going to have a lot of people there, so I grabbed my recipe and I started mixing it up. I thought, well, I need to double this. So I'm reading the recipe. I thought I doubled it. And then when I was mixing in the powdered sugar, I realized I had accidentally quadrupled the recipe. I have a tub of vanilla of this icing still in the fridge. I mean, I made a ton of that stuff.
Wow. I love pumpkin bread. It's my favorite.
I found a
Okay.
recipe that's so simple, and the recipe always makes 3 loaves. And I mean, I can mix it up in 7 minutes flat.
One of these days, you're going to have to cook there, Daniel.
Yeah, I almost thought about doing that tonight, but I couldn't set anything up because I had an interview right before this. So no one's answered yet.
So it's not John Carmack?
Or it's definitely not George Bush.
Oh, George Bush. George Bush.
No.
Oh, that's right. My sister doesn't have fluff. It's a sad day down there in Oklahoma. They don't sell fluff. She can't find it
Really?
because it's a New England thing. So down in the south, you can't.
I can always find like marshmallow, like in the baking aisle. I could find cans of like Jif, the Stay Puft marshmallow cream they use for baking. I don't know what fluff. When you're talking about fluff, I don't know what you're talking about. Then
It's just marshmallow. It's marshmallow, but it's it comes in a white and it's got a red top on it or whatever. But it's just my aunt or my mother-in-law eats it, so you can just take it out with a knife. It's that, and it's running and. Yeah, I don't know. A melted marshmallow.
Oh,
I don't know how to describe it.
They probably have it here too. So I just haven't found. I haven't looked for it because it's not something. I'm from Oklahoma, and then Tennessee. Neither place really did fluff on things. They're getting used marshmallow cream like in their baking stuff to make stuff. They make a fudge and frosting stuff. You can make that, but we didn't spread it on like a sandwich. That was not a normal thing.
Absolutely. So yeah.
So nobody got the answer. I'll ask a different question, but I'll give it to Frank Herbert, which was his son. Sorry, Brian Herbert was his. Sorry, it was Brian Herbert, Frank Herbert's son, who took his father's notes and wrote the sequels to the Dune books. Frank Herbert wrote the first 2 or 3. I can't remember how many he got before he passed. And then his son took the notes, wrote the sequels, and then took more notes he had and wrote the prequels, the house books. So I thought if somebody knew it on here, they'd get the hint because Brian is the name of Frank Herbert's son, but you didn't. Okay. I will think of another one. Ask another one of your would you rathers, and I'll come up with another literary question. Hopefully easier.
Okay. Would you rather wear a monitor that beeps when you're lying or beeps when you're attracted to somebody? Uh-oh.
Oh, attracted, because I don't look for people. I don't flirt with anybody, so it would never go off.
Beeps when you're lying or beeps when you're attracted to somebody? Oh, my Lord. I don't really interact with anybody that I'm attracted to, so I don't think I would have to worry about that. So, and I obviously don't make it a habit of lying to people. So,
It's one of those. It's a social things when it would beep when you like being nice to somebody when you're not telling them the whole truth, something like that.
Right. Maybe
That's when it would get awkward because they'd be like, you can't. You got to.
Can't even do a white lie.
Yeah. Okay.
No white lies.
Somebody walks up to you with spiky green hair with purple tips on it, and they're like, "Did you think this is lovely?" And in your brain, you're going, "Where was your head that day?" And your mouth's going, "That's nice. I'm glad you enjoy it." Beep, beep, beep.
Yep, it's going off. Oh boy. Yeah. So Kayla says beeps one line. Well, I guess if you want to, if you're not going to lie and you don't lie or whatever, or you don't really tell white lies, then it'll never beep. I guess you're safe, right? But I'm pretty sure everyone tells a little white lie here and now and then. So, I hope not, but I'm pretty sure we all have. So, yeah. Are you really sick? Is that why you don't want to come to work? Yes, of course I'm sick. When you just want to go to that concert really, really bad. So,
I'll stay in bed for the morning.
Yep. Or I just don't feel like coming to work. I don't feel good. I'm sick. So.
Yeah.
Yep. Or would you rather have your jaws wired shut for a month, drinking only out of a straw, or wear an eye patch for a year?
As much as I talk, that would be very painful on me to do the work. Oh, I think I'd stick with an eye patch on that one.
Yes. And for those who have had dental work done, and we don't want to go through that again. So I don't think I like the fact that I can't talk. So I think I'll just take the eye patch and wear it for a year. I'll accessorize it or something, make it look cool. Yes, Kayla, eye patch. Absolutely. Yep. So we're down to the wire. We have a couple of minutes left to go. So don't forget, Kayla here has pledged to the Kickstarter for Daniel. So the link is there. Make sure to donate if you can. It doesn't matter the amount as long as you donate. And if you can't, just share it. There's no reason why you can't just simply share. It's just a simple click of the button to share with other people. Maybe somebody else might be interested, or people that are into comics. Share it to them. Tag them. So, yeah, we have till the end of the month, right?
Yep, till the end of September.
Absolutely. So I'm pretty sure, and again, with the Winter Wizard Chronicles, which means that this gentleman has read the entire 2 books.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be a nice audiobook when it comes out, when it debuts on Amazon, I'm assuming, right? Audible?
Yeah, Amazon, because they own Audible.
Yep, absolutely. I'm buying it. I need to listen to it. We heard a bit of a preview at the beginning of the show, so if you guys have missed it and you're wondering what the hell is he talking about, go back to the beginning. We played a little bit of a clip. So, yeah. I didn't want to end.
I'll give my last question, and this one will be easy because it's the 50-50, but literary question. Mary Shelley's Frankenstein was considered the originator of an entire genre. Was it science fiction or horror? First person to answer that one correctly will win a free copy of Winter Wizard Chronicles as a Kindle, as an ebook.
Am I allowed to answer?
I'll
answer after. Well,
after.
I've submitted my my answer in my head. So let's see if people get it right. If they get it right, then I know I'm right. So I think I know the answer to this. So Kayla is saying science fiction,
and she is correct.
Yay! That was my answer.
Mary Shelley Frankenstein is considered in the literary world the originator of modern science fiction, and because the book deals with truly fictional science. Most people perceive it as a horror, because because of the style, and John Clark is correct. It is now considered gothic horror. However, in its heyday, it was considered sci-fi, and it gave birth to it. Now, I as a literary person, I disagree with it because there was science fiction, in my opinion, previous to that. Going back to the ancient Greeks, has stories of people traveling to space. In the Renaissance era, there were stories of science fiction nature being told and written, but because they weren't published, this was the first one published. It really gets that mark as the first one. So when you're watching it, if anybody says, "Why are you watching horror?" Go, "I'm watching science fiction."
That's right.
So okay,
That's
so and John, you already won a book. So Kayla, let's see it. Email, yeah, or not email, but I think we're friends on Facebook. Yeah, send me a message with your email address that you use for Kindle, and I will send you a copy of the book.
Look at that. Kayla won a book. See, folks, you can win stuff on this show. I should do that again. We should do something soon for that. But yeah, so it is that time, and I think we did good for not having a guest. Like I said in the beginning, we don't always have to have a guest, but we will now. We will now because we're gearing up. So everyone, thank you for your suggestions about different types of guests and shows. And look at that. We met Debbie, who I'm going to email and get her to come on the show and talk with us. So I think that'll be interesting. And you're also trying to get some interesting people on the show as well, Dan. So yeah, we have some great shows ahead of us. So hopefully you all will tune in every Thursday, unless we're not here. Yeah, that's about it.
Yep.
So thanks for watching. Have a great weekend.
We'll see you next week.
Yes. Oh, Benita Payton. Oh, your mom just came on as we're leaving. What's this? Mom, you're late. Oh, no.
Yes, hi, Mom. Might be my book, but I'll have to ask her what she's asking her. So
I don't even know where'd she go. Oh, just got here. Whose book? Oh, Debbie's potential book, I guess. We'll go with that one. So yeah. So Debbie, I'm excited. Thank you. No, thank you for coming on. So yeah. Oh, she says she's watching Doctor Strange.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you for being here tonight, people, and we'll see you next week. So goodbye.
Goodbye, everyone.